Yes, it is Citizen Sports reaching you from 93.7 FM. Yes, indeed, I'm Emmanuel Fashimi. We are not really happy this morning. I know that game at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium actually broke our hearts. Yes, we expected the Super Eagles. We all expected the Super Eagles to get all 3 points at stake at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, but it happened that it didn't go our way. But it is what it is. We have chance to come back strong. We still have 4 games to go in the qualifiers, and all hands just have to be on deck and see how those 4 games we can come good in the remaining 4 games if we really want to play at the next FIFA World Cup. Yes, I'll be opening the phone lines straight away. How disappointed are you with that game yesterday at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in New York? The number is 0903 2229797, 0903 2229797, or just send a WhatsApp message. How disappointed are you to the number 0818 2222205, 0818 2222205. How disappointed are you? Let's read your message. Let's hear that disappointment from your voice. The number is 090 322299797, or a WhatsApp message on 0818 2222205. Please do well when you are calling in to bring down the volume of your radio set. And if you can reach us via call, you can also send a WhatsApp message. I will be reading all the messages. How disappointed are you with the Super Eagles playing at Yo yesterday? And do you think the Super Eagles in the remaining 4 games, they can still make it to the FIFA 2026 World Cup in Mexico, Canada, and the United States of America? All right, let's begin from this story where head coach of the Super Eagles, Eric Shell, has singled out 2 of his players for praise following Nigeria's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier 1-1 draw against Zimbabwe on Tuesday. Shell watched as Nigeria and Zimbabwe shared a point at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in New York. The first half ended in a goalless draw as both teams failed to score. However, Victor Osimhen gave the Super Eagles the lead on the 74th minute via a nice header, but the visitor equalized late in the game through Tawanda Chirewa. Speaking at his post-match conference after the game, Charles said that both Olaino and Bright Osai Samuel played a good game against the Warriors. Charles said Ola played on the right side and sometimes on the left side. I think he played a good game, and Bright too. He added, but it was difficult at the end. In the last minute, we got a draw. Nigeria are 4th position with 7 points in Group C standings after Zimbabwe counter. Yes, still with Coach Eric Shell, where he has blamed his side profligacy in front of goals as reasons for the draw with Zimbabwe. They had a lot of chances, wasted chances in the front of goal. The West Africans were headed to a 1-1 draw by the Warriors in the 2026 World Cup qualifying fixture at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium. The result put a dent on Nigerian chances for qualifying for the Global Soccer Fiesta. The Super Eagles dominated the opening exchange with Moses Simon and Victor Osimhen missing chances to break the deadline. Zimbabwe goalkeeper Washington Arubi also produced a number of quality saves to deny Nigeria. Shell said his team could have scored up to 10 goals in the first half. What can I say about the first half? Normally, who would have scored 10 goals in the first half? You make some mistake in the last technical skills, and Zimbabwe comes to defend and stop the game. What can I say about the first half? Well, substitute Chawanda Chirewa scored a late equalizer for Warrior to cancel out Victor Osimhen's 74 opener. The Malian said his players became too relaxed after scoring. In the second half, when we scored the goal, we thought maybe it is finished. It is tough. It is hard because my players and my team were the better team on the pitch, according to Coach Eric Sekosha. 09032229797 is the number to call, or a WhatsApp message on 0818-222-205. Let's feel that disappointment from your voice. The Super Eagles couldn't get a win at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. Yes, despite the draw, Kenneth Omeru has praised the Super Eagles teammates despite a failure to beat Zimbabwe. Nigeria and Zimbabwe played a 1-1 draw in the World Cup qualifying fixture played at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo on Tuesday. The Super Eagles were in the front through Victor Osimhen, 74-minute opener. The Warriors fought back with substitute Chawanda Chirewa equalizing late in the game. Reacting to the result, Omeru took to his social media account, X, that is Twitter. He said, "Well done, boys. We are almost there. Unlucky with the late goal." The Super Eagles remain in fourth position in Group C with 7 points from 6 games. Wow. Eric Shell's side will host the Amavubis of Rwanda when the qualifiers resume in September. After that game against the Amavubis, we will be having a date with the Squirrels of Benin Republic and then South Africa. Yes, hope rising somehow. Momentum as a gathering for the Super Eagles to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Just as South Africa faces a 3-point deduction, even though they deduct South Africa 3 points, there's still hope of them qualifying because right now they are the top of the table with 13 points. If South Africa may lose 3 points following the feeding of ineligible player Teboho Mokoena against Zimbabwe in March the 4th of the World Cup qualifier, Mokoena, the Mamelodi Sundowns midfielder, was also booked in the 52nd minute during their 3-1 win over Zimbabwe in June 2024. Despite the 2 yellow cards which rendered him ineligible, he was named in South Africa match the 4th tie against Lesotho last Friday. According to FIFA World Cup qualifying rules, a player is ineligible to play a subsequent match after accumulating 2 yellow cards. Yes, if the players or team official receive 2 cautions in one match, in matches decided by penalties or in 2 different matches of the competition, they will be automatically suspended from their team's subsequent match. FIFA stated in its rule book. And now protests regarding the eligibility of players selected for matches in the preliminary competition shall be submitted in writing to the FIFA match commissioner within 2 hours of the match in question and followed up with a full written report, including a copy of the original protest, to be submitted to FIFA Disciplinary Committee in accordance with the applicable provisions of the FIFA Disciplinary Code by email to qualifiers at FIFA.org within 24 hours of the end of the match and shall be dealt with by the FIFA Disciplinary Committee. Otherwise, they will be disregarded. FIFA also stipulated. If the protest is successful, Lesotho, who are currently 5th in the group with 5 points, will be awarded 3 points, which will take them to 8 points in standings, while Nigeria will stand a chance of overtaking the South Africans depending on the results of other matches that will be played. But as it stands right now, South Africa won their game 3-0 and they have 13 points. Let's go to the opposition. That is the camp of the Warriors of Zimbabwe, where the captain of the side, Marshall Munetesi, says his side showed strong determination in the 1-1 draw with the Super Eagles. Victor Osimhen gave Nigeria the lead with a superb header in the 16 minutes from time. Substitute Chawanda Chirewa, however, equalized for the Warriors. For the Warriors in the game, Mutesi praised his teammates for fighting until the end. Obviously, Nigeria is much bigger country in terms of football, but Zimbabwe also wants to make history. Zimbabwe qualifying for the World Cup will probably be a more historical thing than Nigerian qualifying. He said after the game, that is why we play with determination. All the guys want to do something historical and achieve something that has never been done by our country. This is something that gives us energy to compete. The Super Eagles remain fourth with 7 points from 6 games. Zimbabwe remain rooted to the bottom spot with 4 points from the same number of matches played. right, we are still staying with the Super Eagles this morning. The Super Eagles of Nigeria will face Russia and Ghana in friendlies in June. The dates for the two friendlies is, however, yet to be decided. The friendlies will prepare the Super Eagles for the next two 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying matches against Rwanda and South Africa. Eric Shell's side will host the Amavubis of Rwanda in Uyo in September and then travel to South Africa for a match day 8 encounter in the same month. The Super Eagles will head to a 1-1 draw in Uyo on Tuesday by Zimbabwe, where look on course to qualify. The result, however, put a dent on their chances of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Number to call or send a WhatsApp message is 081-822-22205 090-322-29797. That's the number to call, or a WhatsApp message 081-8222-22205. That's the number to send your WhatsApp message to. Now let's look at the full result from the African zone after match day 6 yesterday. The results of match day 6 in the World Cup qualifier for the African zone. In Group C, Nigeria were head to a 1-1 draw by the Warriors of Zimbabwe at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. Victor Osimhen gave Eric Shell's side the lead in the 74th minute before Zimbabwe equalized in stoppage time through Tawanda Chirewa. Also, South Africa defeated Benin Republic 2-0 in Abidjan, while Rwanda played a 1-1 draw with Lesotho. That's the Crocodiles of Lesotho. In Group D fixtures, Cape Verde defeated Angola 2-1, while Cameroon won 3-1 against Libya. In Group G fixtures, Uganda beat Guinea 1-0, while Algeria trashed Mozambique 5-1. In other matches played in the African qualifiers, Burundi demolished Seychelles 5-0, while Botswana won 2-0 against Somalia. Egypt beat Sierra Leone 1-0, and Sudan played a 1-1 draw with South Sudan. Comoros scaled through Chad by 1-0 victory. Mauritania lost 2-0 to They lost 2-0 to DR Congo, while Senegal won their game against Togo by beating Togo 2-0. Morocco also beating Tanzania 2-0. Meanwhile, the match day 7 of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers in African zone will be played in September. Now let's talk basketball, where Nigeria These Tigers head coach Brenna Wakama has been appointed as an assistant coach for American basketball team Chicago Sky. Wakama recently made history by leading the Nigerian women's national basketball team, that is the Tigers, to a remarkable run at the 2024 Olympic Games. She took charge of the Tigers in June 2023 and quickly made an impact, becoming the first female coach to win the women's Afro basketball title. In August 2023, under her leadership, Nigeria advanced to the Olympic quarterfinals, an unprecedented achievement for any African basketball team, male or female, in previous Olympic outings. Announcing her appointment, Chicago Sky stated the Chicago Sky announced today that Rena Wakama will join head coach Tyler Marsh my staff as an assistant coach. Congratulations to Rena for making history with Nigeria. Citizen Sports are reaching you from 93.7 FM Abuja with me, Emmanuel Fashimi. Let's talk MPFL, where Rivers United technical advisor Finidi George has said that the target is to win their remaining fixtures, that is 8 games in the league, to put pressure on table toppers Remo Stars in the Nigerian Premier Football League. The Pride of Rivers defeated Ikorodu City 1-0 over the weekend, that is March day 30 of the league, to close the gap on Remo Stars of Ikene, Ogun State. Rivers United, who are second on the league table with 52 points, trade Remo Stars with just 5 points. Remo Stars have an outstanding game against Lobby Stars of Makurdi. He said, we will keep pushing and put more pressure on Remo Stars. We will definitely do our own part and watch what the outcome of their postponed fixture will be. But for us, we want to keep winning the remaining fixtures in the league. Yes, also the board of the Nigerian Premier Football League (NPFL) has postponed the match day 31 between Ikorodu City and Katsina United. In a statement by the chief operating officer of the league, Davison Owumi, the postponement is necessitated by a request from Ikorodu City over the unavailability of Mobolaji Johnson Arena Onikon, Lagos. Sequel to your letter of the unavailability of the Mobolaji Johnson Arena for your match day 31 home fixture against Katsina United, we are constrained to grant you a waiver by agreeing to your request. However, note that this waiver is predicted on the condition that the NPFL will fix a date not beyond March day 33 for the fixture in question. Such a date will be decided by the NPFL and communicated to both clubs. Consequently, this serves as a notice for the immediate postponement of March day 31 fixture between Ikorodu City and Katsina United, earlier scheduled for Thursday, 27th March 2025. Let's quickly talk women's football. That is Nigerian Women's Football League, where it enters match day 9 after the league resumed last week. We have games lined up for today in match day 9 of the Nigerian Women's Football League. Yes, we have Group A and Group games in Group A and Group B. For games to be played in Group A, we have Abia Angels. They will be at the Umuahia Township Stadium, Umuahia, Abia State, to welcome Edo Queens of Benin. And then Ekiti Queens will travel to Owerri to face the Heartland Queens at the Dan Ayam Stadium in Owerri, Imo State. While Remo Stars ladies, after losing their first game of the season last week, they will be at home at Remo Stars Stadium in Shagamu, Ogun State, to welcome Confluence Queens of Kogi. And then the Naz ladies will battle Nasarawa Amazons at the Unicon Stadium in Lagos. Yes, in Group B, it's going to be a battle of the South-South teams, where Ibom Angels will play Rivers Angels at Uyo Township Stadium in Uyo. And then Nigeria Rattles of Abuja, yes, at the Buhari City Stadium, that is Buhari Council playing ground. They will welcome Adamawa Queens of Adamawa State, while Benue Queens will travel to face FC Robo Queens at the Onikom Stadium in Lagos. That game is to be played by 1 p.m. Just 1 p.m., 2 hours, some hours from now. And then Delta Queens at the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba will play host to Bayelsa Queens. So we have double Niger Delta derbies there. Ibom Angels, Rivers Angels, and Delta Queens against Bayelsa Queens. We'll be bringing you all of these results on our show. Yes, the program is Citizen Sports, reaching you from 93.7 Abuja with me, Emmanuel Fashemi. Still talking women's football, where Super Falcons Star, that is a National Women's Soccer League side, a club that is Washington Spirit, has secured the signing of Nigerian and Super Falcons forward Gift Monday on a 3-year contract with an option to extend until 2028. Monday, Super Falcons Star joined Spanish club UD Tenerife 3 years ago after leading Bayelsa Queens to a league title. During her time in Spain, she made a significant impact, winning back-to-back Player of the Month award. UD Tenerife confirmed her departure, that is on Tuesday morning, paving the way for her move to the United States of America. Yes, according to the club statement, they say Washington Spirit has signed Nigerian forward Gift Monday to a 3-year deal with a 20 from Spain, Petersburg midfielder in the United States of America, and also Asisa Toshiola, who's playing for Bay FC in the National Women's Soccer League in America. We're still talking transfers where Leicester City midfielder Wilfred Ndidi is open to a move to Turkish side Galatasaray should his team be relegated from the English Premier League. According to reports reaching from Turkey, the 28-year-old Nigerian international finds himself at a critical juncture in his career as Leicester City struggles in the Premier League, currently languishing in the 19th position with just 17 points after a devastating 3-0 defeat to Manchester United on March 16th, with Leicester City trailing 9 points behind 17th place Wolverhampton Wanderers. The prospect of Championship football looms large for the midfielder who has been a key player for the club. Indeed, who has made 20 Premier League appearances this season and provided 4 assists, is reportedly keen to continue playing at the highest level. This is not the first time Indeed has been linked with a move away from the King Power Stadium. In February, it emerged that he was on the radar of several top European clubs, including Atletico Madrid, Real Betis, and AS Monaco of France. With the the midfielder has been a loyal servant to Leicester City, being part of the squad that won FA Cup in 2021 and having featured in 208 Premier League matches for the club. His current contract runs until 2027, but the potential relegation could trigger an exit for Wilfred Ndidi. Yes, should Leicester City be relegated, Ndidi will not be alone in seeking an exit. Players like Matt Hamilton and Bilal El Khanous have also been linked with potential moves away from the struggling club. The potential transfer to Galatasaray could offer Ndidi a fresh start and the chance to compete at the highest level, a prospect that seems increasingly unlikely at Leicester City given their current situation. Still with the Super Eagles player, where Nigerian defender Olaino is reportedly willing to renew his contract with Nottingham Forest despite interest from Liverpool, Chelsea, and Manchester City. According to reports from England, Forest have been given a boost in their quest to keep Aina, as he is willing to extend his stay at the City ground. The EPS side have been in advanced discussion to extend Aina's contract, whose current deal expires at the end of the current season. He joined them from Italian side to Reno in the summer of 2023 for just 3.50 million euros. The 28-year-old is making a huge statement with his performance in the English Premier League this season, contributing quantitatively and qualitatively to the ambitions of Nuno Espirito Santo's men, who are chasing a UEFA Champions League qualification for next season. In the process, Chelsea Academy product has scored 2 goals and given 1 assist in 29 Premier League games this season. Aside from that, he has established himself as a key figure in Nuno's team, as he is ranked the best ball winner in defensive areas across Europe top 5 leagues, according to statistics from Who Scored. No player in the English Premier League has also made more clearances off the line than I know in the APL this season, with the Nigeria topping the chart with 3 crucial moments, just as Newcastle, Lewis Hall, Aston Villa's Eric Konsa, and Liman Ndiaye of Everton. Let's see if I know he's going to make. We'll stay with Nottingham Forest with big boys coming in with their Euros. All right, let's come back to the Nigerian Premier Football League, where games match day 31 are lined up for today. Yes, at the Umahia Township Stadium, Abia Warriors will host Lobby Stars, while Rivers United battle Bayelsa United. Kano Pillars at the Sanya Abacha Stadium will entertain Bendel Insurance. Kwara United in Ilorin, the club management having reread a riot act to the coaching crew of that team. They will be at home to host Nasarawa United, struggling Nasarawa United, who are at the bottom of the Nigerian Premier Football League table. Same as Sunshine Stars of Akure, who will be at the Akure Township Stadium to play last weekend losers, Heartland FC of Owerri. Those games will be played by 4 p.m. Nigerian time. It is match day 31 in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Let's dive into the world of tennis, where Novak Djokovic cruised past Lorenzo Musetti 6-2, 6-2 to reach the quarterfinals of the Miami Open. The match was delayed because of rain, and world number 5 Djokovic, who has won 6 Miami titles, started slowly and was broken in the opening games as Italy Musetti opened up a 2-love lead, but the Serbian... The 37-year-old Serbian Djokovic completely dominated the match from that point. The 24-time Grand Slam champion won 9 consecutive games, closing out the first set 6-2 and moving to 3-love up in the second. It was tough, particularly in the first 7-8 games of the match, said fourth seed Djokovic. World number 16 Musetti offered little resistance after winning those opening games as Djokovic cruised through to set up a tie with American Sebastian Korda. Korda booked his place in the quarterfinals earlier on Tuesday with a 6-4, 6-4, 2-6, 6-4 victory over Frenchman Gael Monfils, while Argentina's Francisco Cerundolo is also through after beating Norway's Casper Ruud 6-4, 6-2. Watching Djokovic from the grandstands was 23-time Grand Slam champion and former women's world number 1 Serena Williams. He produced a backhand winner for a 5-2 second set lead and sealed the win when Musetti double faulted on match point. Yes, in the women's version, Britain's Emma Raducanu, who is without a coach, is true to the last 16 of the Miami Open after opponent Martini Kessler retired due to injury at the start of the second set. Raducanu had been utterly dominant and needed just 30 minutes to take the first set 6-1. An early break in the second set saw the 22-year-old raise into a 3-love lead before American Kessler was forced to retire because of a back issue. Raducanu came into the tournament with 5 defeats from 6 matches since the Australian Open, and last week ended her partnership with coach Vladimir Platinic after only 2 weeks. Raducanu is set to play Amanda Anisimova in the next round after the American defeated Mira Andreeva 7-6, 7-5, 2-6, 6-3. Let's look at some results from the NBA. The biggest franchise in the world, Atlanta Hawks, lost to Houston Rockets, 114 to 120 points for the Houston Rockets, where the Memphis Grizzlies blew away Utah Jazz with a 140 points win to 103 for Utah Jazz. The Oklahoma City Thunder roared in a thunderous way against Sacramento Kings with a 120 win over Sacramento Kings, who had 105 points. The Cleveland Cavaliers also beat Portland Trail Blazers 122 points to 111 for the Trail Blazers. The Toronto Raptors, we have other games coming up later on. Going to be Washington Wizards against Philadelphia 76ers, where LA Lakers will take on Indiana Pacers. The LA Lakers, and then we have LA Clippers against the New York Knicks, and then the Toronto Raptors will battle the Brooklyn Nets. Against the Argentines. Let's look at the results from the CONMEBOL region for the World Cup qualification. Yes, Argentina beat Brazil 4-1, while Chile and Ecuador played a goalless draw. Colombia and Paraguay also playing a 2-2 draw, where Venezuela pipped Peru 1-0. That is from the CONMEBOL region, American. Yes, the UEFA qualification for the World Cup. Let's give you those results quickly. Moldova lost to Estonia 3-2. Israel were hammered by Norway 4-2. That is in Group I. In Group J, Kazakhstan beat Liechtenstein at their home ground 2-0, while North Macedonia and Wales played a 1-1 draw in Group J. In Group L, Gibraltar lost to Czechia 4-0 at home, where Montenegro, the beat Faroe Island 1-0 in the Europe World Cup qualification. And then for the African region, Egypt beat Sierra Leone 1-0. South Sudan and Sudan played a 1-1 draw. Mauritania lost to DR Congo 2-0. Senegal beat Togo 2-0. We have been lost at home to South Africa in Group C of the CAF World Cup qualifiers. The same group with Nigeria, where we are head to a 1-1 draw by Zimbabwe. In Uyo, Rwanda also playing a 1-1 draw with the Crocodiles of Lesotho. In Group D, Angola lost to Cape Verde 2-1, where Cameroon, the indomitable Lions of Cameroon, beat Libya 3-1. At the Atlas Lions of Morocco, in Group E beat Tanzania 2-0. Yes, in Group F, Burundi beat Seychelles 5-0. While in Group G, Uganda, the Cranes of Uganda beat Guinea 1-0. Botswana also beating Somalia 2-0. In Group G, Algeria hammered the Black Mambas of Mozambique 5-1. In Group I, Comoros and Chad, yes, between Comoros and Chad, Comoros are running away with the 3 points there, beating Chad 1-0. In the CONMEBOL region, Bolivia and Uruguay played a goalless draw. Yes, before we go, the Women's Champions League competition, which is in the quarterfinal stage, and the round of 16, I beg your pardon. We have the second leg games coming up today. Lyon women, who lead the first leg, will host Bayern Munich, where Arsenal, who lost to Real Madrid also in the first leg, will play Real Madrid. So those two games are bid for today. Lyon Bayern Munich, Arsenal women versus Real Madrid women. Also, the men will be meeting in the quarterfinal stage in the men's UEFA Champions League. All right, this is where we'll be leaving it this morning on the show Citizen Sports from 93.7 Abuja with me, Emmanuel Fashime. The program returns tomorrow, same time. Yes. We'll be just sending your WhatsApp message. How disappointed are you with the Super Eagles in that game played at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in New York yesterday? We'll be taking those messages come tomorrow. Thanks to our listener for listening to the program Citizen Sports.